planning a dinner party or a cocktail reception at home, think about what you're going to use. What I like to do is I try to use things that are quite natural. So what I've got here is a beautiful piece of marble. Right, I can use it that way, or I can use it that way. You don't always have to conform and think the plate should be that way. If you've got a flat surface, you know, it's got a beautiful texture there as well. So I can use both. But because I'm going to use the cloche as well, we're going to keep it that way. Wood is also a great piece of equipment to have in the kitchen, because again, it just adds a really natural, raw, rustic element to what you're doing. So we've made our, I suppose, our starter. Now, I'm going to use the same ingredients, but how we can make this small plates, big flavours, and some really cool presentations. Same technique as we did before. We're going to make a little quenelle of salmon. So, here's our little quenelle. Okay, our salmon. We've got smaller versions of our little rolls. Okay, we're going to add our puree. Our asparagus coming the other way, and then the same thing, whichever garnish we want to use. Yellow flowers on. Just pick the petals off if you want to, as opposed to a whole leaf. We can do it again, another smaller version of just using a roll. A little bit of puree. A little bit of our chip. Let's put a garlic flour on this one. Okay, so essentially the same dish, but two different versions. Okay, now if you want to have some fun and get creative, I've got a little sandbox here. Now, this is just basically a standard box, and I've just filled it with sand. Now, being in this part of the world, it's kind of relevant to what we do. So, how can we incorporate Dubai into our little cocktail reception? So, I've just filled a box with some beautiful red sand, and rather than using the cloche like that, I'm simply going to invert it. I'm going to put it in the sand, like that. Let's take another one. I'm just going to invert it. Smoked salmon roll, just down the side. I'm going to spoon a little bit of our tartar next to it. We're going to use our puree. Put it down the side, hang up the glass if you want to. Texture on the top. Good fresh leaves. Want some on top there like that. Just coming back to my radish. Just put a tiny bit of very thinly sliced radish on the top. Again, grab the forks at the end. Like to be, nature is important. You look at your natural elements and think, how can I make food look as natural as possible without looking over processed? And again, it's just using simple bits of wood and using your eyes to make sure the colours are balanced. And these are ingredients that are accessible. I've just used salmon and avocado essentially, but I've just managed to find some nice little bits and pieces, whether it's sand, whether it's wood, or it's marble, and just think a little bit outside of the box. How you want food to look. We've made one dish, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variations of how we make it look. Food is such a big part of my life on a day-to-day basis, and it's certainly been hard work over the years, but when when you come home and create something like this little video, you want to make sure that food is also such a big part of his life as well. So don't be shy in messing with food. It's a great thing that brings families together, especially around the dinner table. Don't rush, take your time, do it right, and have fun with food. Don't take it too seriously. If you take it too seriously, you become stressed, and it takes away the whole essence of what a good meal or eating or dinner times with the family should be all about. So enjoy food and have fun, enjoy life. It's too short.